to do is, as you remember back for several years, we had a long-term plan with the county and its finances that we've been working on and are continuing to work on. That started with, I'm just going to recap real quick, with debt reduction, building our reserves, which are now at $18 million from a $36,000, fully funding the county's merit officer pension plan. That was about $8 million. And our next thing to do was our capital improvement plan, which has not been devised yet. We had the debate last year on the capital improvement fund. So that's what will fund this plan. There's $2.8 million in the capital improvement fund today, or just shy of $2.8 million. But the professional services is with our financial advisor, Baker Tilly, to help us put together a capital improvement plan. Key components, I'll just go through these real quick. Key components of the capital improvement plan are project identification and scope of work, prioritization, scheduling and timelines, financial plan, capital budget. Benefits would be proactive planning, strategic growth, transparency, which provides a clear public record of upcoming major expenditures, asset management. This plan will do a needs assessment on the county. Every asset that we have within the county, this will be cooperation with departments within the county, and investigate what kind of shape we're in with our assets and where we need to go, what needs done, and a plan, an 8 to 10 year plan to monitor those and keep them on track, and maybe give some longevity to certain assets if we do the proper maintenance on those on the way. Plan for roofs. I know in the past we've had situations where you centered in a new roof. All of a sudden we got to come up with $150,000 to do a new roof. We're trying to plan in advance for that. So we'd like to ask for this to be funded through the capital improvement fund, with that balance of $2.8 million. The commissioners passed a proposed contract with Baker Tilly not to exceed $20,000. We have not sent that back to Baker Tilly until we secure funding for that. We needed to get a vote of the commissioners to say at least 2 of the 3 wanted to do this. So that's the request. It's not to exceed $20,000 for the professional services for 2026 to get this plan up and organized and running, and then there will be maintenance in years to come to keep it updated as projects get taken care of. And it would also take into consideration if there were economic growth within the county. It'll look at the whole landscape. So that's what we're asking for on the first $20,000 request. Repairs and maintenance within that fund is there was 2 windows when we got into the youth center chapel. There were 2 windows there that were probably, I'm guessing, lawn tractor or something, or somebody shot it with a BB1. I don't know. It looked the same, but we had to have those repairs. Those were $500. Machinery and equipment line, that's for cameras down at the Jackson Street lot. We've had a couple instances down there and have no cameras on that lot, and we need cameras on that at that lot. And then the other expenses is the bollards for that particular lot to keep people ingress and egress on that lot when they don't belong in there. Right now there's highway dividers sitting down there. It's not very appealing for the county, but we've had those lots, some lots repaid. What we didn't get repaid this year, we resealed, and all of them has been restriped, and those need to be replaced. We did have a gate that got backed up into one of these bollards will protect that electronic gate. Somebody backed into it. Of course, there's no cameras down there, so there's damage done to county property. No way to determine who backed into it to get an insurance claim off that person, so we took the cost of that repair. So that's my request for today, $34,169.55 for these various projects.
So I'm all for a capital improvement plan and creating, looking at our buildings and having a plan for that. My question is, do you need to hire a company to do that, or is that something that the commission?
We will participate in that, but this will be a model that's probably used countrywide. It's definitely best practices to come up with a capital improvement plan. I don't think we have the technology to put this together like in the detail it would be. And it's going to take some financial advising for a variety of things like, let me just see here. Debt refinancing, restructuring, those kind of things. They'll look into all that. What is the county's debt today? What's out there that we could restructure at a lower rate to save money? It'll look into all that, not just the what needs repaired, but how would you and how should you finance that or pay for that? So that plan's very important. It's something that's not been done here before, but probably because it was never structured and the funding wasn't available to do it. So I think we'll be involved in a lot of it, but I think it'll take a vendor to help with that.
I would add to that, so we have had some past meetings that concern has been raised, and I'm not always much on hiring companies to do things. However, the council is actually contemplating hiring $10,000 for these financial marketing guardians that have to figure that out. You can, when you need help. Also, the issues that have been raised at past meetings about why are we fixing this, why are we fixing this. Another people could be valuable on the many counties across the state have arranged them for this reason. That would, I know we want to plan, but that would help the commissioners understand better.
Yes, it will basically take all your assets, look at the condition of your assets, and basically put them in line, and also what kind of funding, in what order and how often. A roof, okay, are you planning 30 years out for a new roof on the youth center? All that'll be taken into consideration. So they'll be doing the compiling of all the information that we give them on all the assets we have.
What you're thinking about, I think this should make something.
Yeah, it's the industry model for sure. I feel very comfortable. I'm as tight as they come, and I feel very comfortable with doing it. I think it needs to be done, just like the other things that we've taken care of over the last few years. So
I would agree. I appreciate the idea of both best practice and gaining expertise in assessment and planning. And what all that does is reduce the likelihood of us having surprises down the road of substantial repairs or maintenance or interventions that to plan financially is our responsibility, and to have some expertise to do it. It seems to make sense. I'll make a motion to approve this with that.
So second. Any other discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? But that does pass.
Councilwoman Norick, also that presentation by Dr. DeBoer is up on the Association of Counties website. I thought they were going to send that actually to me, but he said he was going to send it out, and they posted it on the website. So it's very detailed and will help you in your finances. So.
We talked about, he did a presentation at the last
legislative conference, yeah.
About Senate 1. So I would encourage you guys to get on the website and download that and watch it to help us really gather some information. Thank you.
Thank you.